Hello. So, in this live session, which has been scheduled because I'm nervous, guys. I'm nervous. This is the second time I'm going live. The first time was for like few minutes, so I want to schedule it so that if I don't like what I see, I can delete it, right? But here, I want to answer frequently asked questions in this live. How are you doing? And happy Sunday, okay? So the first question I always get from people is, how do they go about selling their products on social media? It's not a big deal. Just have a good camera phone where you can edit, where you can edit your videos, right? And it's sustainable, so you don't have to spend so much money paying professional videographers, to edit your videos for you, okay? And then you don't need to have so much gadgets in terms of, oh, it looks like I'm actually live. Somebody actually came on and left. I must say, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Said I've been a blessing. Lisa, thank you. I scheduled this live. I didn't know I'm actually live. Can you imagine? This is how I've been able to overcome the fear of going live. Okay, and now I'm getting comfortable with it. Yeah, Lisa, you're welcome. I'm so glad that you find the video helpful. I'm so glad. I sometimes, you don't know how much value you're giving to people until they keep dropping feedbacks like you are dropping, Lisa, and then I get to know that people value these videos. Sometimes you know what you assume that is common sense to other people, or what experiencing and how you're able to find solution to them. Sometimes I feel like people know these things as well, but because I like to share, I just share. And thankfully it's been super helpful to a number of you. I'm so happy I'm doing this, and I'm happy that you guys are appreciating it. If you're live here with us, say something, say hello. I came on live to answer frequently asked questions. And one of the question I wanted to start with is selling your ready-to-wear product or your bespoke services on social media. Okay, so I was talking about it before I noticed Lisa, and I had to respond to her. If you have any question as you come on live now, you can drop the question. I know for some of you this is not the best time to go live, and let me be sincere, that's why I went live, because I'm shy. I know some of you are in church right now, but for those of us who went to church earlier, or those of you who might have done church online earlier, I know you can find me on the live. So lucky you, you caught me. You caught me. Okay. It looks like only Lisa is talking to me. So let me go on then. Let me go on. All right. So for those of you who want to sell your your ready-to-wear products using social media, you have to know that the way the social media thing works is making content, right? You have to make content, you have to have content, right? So when people say I don't know how to go about making content, then it means you're not ready to start selling on social media. And making content is not a big deal, really. A number of you have made it look like a big deal, but it's not. It's just turning on your camera and showing people your product and your services. Turn on your camera, make sure that you clean the lens of your camera with a piece of cloth, preferably cotton, a cotton as soft as this my t-shirt. Clean your lens and then start shooting. Make sure you have good light, and if you use a good if you use a good phone like some iPhones, right, you don't even need a mic. Depends on the distance between you and your phone. You don't necessarily need a mic if you have to talk, and start recording. Show people your products, let them know your prices, let them know what's special or unique about it, right? If you don't even want to talk, if you notice, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I don't talk in my videos, most of my videos. In fact, the videos that sell most are not the ones I do anything much in. I just go to and fro, showing people the flow of the garments. I turn my back, let them see the feet at the back. And if there's any other detail on the garment that makes it stand out, I try to feature those areas more so people can see. Okay, I do my makeup, I do my hair, I make sure that my surrounding is clean and neat so that it presents my work in the most excellent way. So nobody comes pricing me funny because they look at my presentation and think this looks cheap, you know. So yeah, you want to pay attention to those. Okay, make sure your model, if you're not going to be modeling the garment yourself, make sure your model fits the description of your target audience, right? If you're going to be selling to plus size women, it doesn't make sense to use a size 8 model. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I think age also plays a role. Oh. Yes, I think age plays a role as well, because if you use a super young model, a 17-year-old, 18-year-old girl whose tummy is still flat, whose breast is still very firm, who is very youthful, and yet you're targeting women in their 40s and 50s, as soon as they see your model, they might just easily turn away and feel you're selling products for small girls. Your ready to wear product is for young people, So try to match the age of your model with the age of your target audience somehow, right? So yeah, that's it. And just be put on the right attitude, right? Some of you come to make content and I see you looking shy through the camera. I see you not sure of what to do with your hands, what to do with your face, if you should smile or if you should keep a bony face. I see all that, right? Try to just wear the right attitude. If you choose to smile all through, smile all through. Just be sweet and pleasant. If you want to be a sexy girl, like walk with your eyes and your head and do all those kind of things. I don't know who taught me these things. Oh my god. Yeah, but that's it really. Just look confident, right? Look confident. Shoot the video, post it, write the right caption, right? That would properly describe what your content or what your design is, that you reduce the number of questions in DM, you know. That's it. Now, a number of you have been asking, is it okay to post my price or not? For me, posting my price helps me filter out the customers easily, quickly. As soon as you see my Nitma, as soon as you see my dresses, for example, I was thinking of one of my latest designs that I can use an example, because we're experimenting something right now. If you watched one of my recent videos that was published, I think last week, I talked about increasing my price, okay? And I'm carrying out an experiment now. I have increased my price. I have increased my price from, like, it's almost times 2 of what it used to be. So I'm carrying out an experiment right now to see how my target audience will respond to it. All right. So I have a new design right now that is going for 125,000. I had to put the price there so that as people come on and see the new dress, before they start saying, oh, it's so cool, I want to buy, they have already seen the price, right? If the price is too much for them, they'll just back off, okay? But if it's something they can afford, that's when they enter the DM. So anybody who sees that dress and sees the price and enters the DM, I know that you're serious. I know that you're likely going to buy, right? So all I have to do in the DM is try to overcome whatever resistance you might be having, any other resistance you might be having from sealing the deal. And thankfully, we have sold, though. We've sold. I think we posted it on Friday, and today is Sunday. We've sold, so it shows that price, I've actually been cheating myself. It means that these customers that have been buying from me had been buying at a little or nothing price, because we did times 2. Is it times 2? Almost times 3. We did almost times 3 of our price. Like, we've increased our price by almost times 3, and they're buying. So it draws my attention back to the client I told you guys in that video. There's a video that brought lots of you in to follow me, and lots of you also responded to that video where I shared with you guys what I did to become profitable in my sewing business. I talked about a client in that video who told me that my product is perceived to be good, but because of the price, they worry if it is that good. So those were the kind of clients that hinted me that my price might be a reason why I'm not selling as much, because my price was low. Now, to me and to some people around me, that is somebody's salary. The price of the dress is someone's take-home salary. But to these clients who are now getting drawn to me, it's chicken change. So because of that, they are like, because of how low this price is, I doubt that the product I doubt that the product will be good enough. And then they get the product, and then the product is good enough. And then I am now hinted that, okay, have to increase my price. So I did it, and I did it afraid. And guys, they are buying. We are selling. Glory to God. Okay. So back to the topic, back to the first question, which was how to use social media to sell. This is how. Make the content post, put your price there. For some people, they have a reason why they will not want to put their price. Some people are afraid. Some people, because of the competition, because of their competitors, they don't want their competitors to know what price they're selling at. So they would rather you come into the DM and they tell you the price. I can't think of any other reason why people would not want to post their price on Instagram. I can't think of another reason. But me, I post it. I post it so that you don't waste my time. You see the price there before you come in to talk to us. And thankfully, I've been getting my targeting right. I told you guys that I'm going to guide you in getting your targeting right if you already know how to run ads. But the problem is that maybe your ads is not bringing you the kind of people who buy, or your ads is just not bringing you any sort of inquiries. I had said it that I was going to put together a guide. That guide is a list of target audience that buy. It's a list of target audience that buy. And I'd said nobody should purchase my guide if they do not already know how to run ads. And I was gracious enough to share with you guys my teacher's website so that you can go and pay him and learn how to run ads. Right? Because I am not a social media expert. Those targeting I'm sharing with you people are targetings that have worked for me and are still working for me. It's just a guide to lead you, to get your customers, not to teach you how to run ads, right? So yes, using social media to sell, you must run ads. So you have to run ads. Even people who have a large following still run ads so that they can find more customers. So how much more you? I'm saying you because I know that most of you who are following me are small fashion businesses or those who don't even know their left from their right yet, right? You have to run ads. That's how I've been able to sell. So when I started off on Instagram, I noticed that, of course, at the time, I did not know who should follow me and who I should follow. I was just there to socialize. So I was following every Tom, Dick, and Harry. And some people were having their own reasons to follow me back, because when I later got to start selling on Instagram, I noticed that these people who were following me were not buying from me. So it means that the people who were following me were not my target audience. There were not people who were following me to patronize my brand. Only God knows why they were following me, because I don't know if I know up to 2,000 people in this my life. But we had about 2,000. Now they're over 2,000. We had about, at the time I started selling on Instagram, I had about 2,000 people following me. I don't know why, because I wasn't doing entertaining content, and I don't know. I don't think I know up to 2,000 people personally, but for some reason, we had 2,000 followers who were not buyers. A number of them were my friend and family members, and they will interact or engage with my posts. They would say hello, they would say beautiful, they would say gorgeous, God bless the works of your hands, but they were not buying. Until I started running ads. So when I started running ads, I had the opportunity to properly describe my target audience. And Instagram started doing the good job of showing my target audience my products, and they started buying. That's when we started selling. So I always tell people, if you come on social media and you find that you're not selling, I beg, run ads. And when you come to run ads, run on a good budget. For me, it converts, my ad converts more when I spend from between 8 to 10,000 naira on the ad. Except the garment has been recognized as a bestseller. That is this one. There's nobody who sees it who will turn away. For those type, after I've already tested with a high budget ad, those are the ones that I now run another ad and lower the budget, because I know that the dress would sell, right? It would sell. So I'll lower the budget to about 4,000, 5,000 naira, right? And it would sell, Then the next question, sorry, this live was not planned. Usually that's how they do my thing. So it wasn't very planned. So off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember some of the frequently asked questions people ask me. Okay. The next one would be, how do you come up with designs? What inspires you? How do I know designs that people will buy? How do I know designs that people will buy from me? Right? Although I share this in my mentorship program, And I have a couple of videos I've answered those questions already. I'll just say it once again. If you start with wardrobe staples, people are likely going to buy. Wardrobe staples like kimonos, pant trousers, shirts, jackets, just make yours unique. Work with trend. Right now, if you've noticed, Ashoke is in trend. Who has not noticed Ashoke is in trend? Who hasn't noticed? If you infuse Ashoke in a very creative way in your designs, you're going to sell. Besides the Ashoke kimono, which had been selling last month, I have a new design, the one we launched on Friday. Sadly, the fabric was not even much. I just saw the fabric in the market and it was really cute, so I bought it. So it's not even going to give me a number of units that, but I just thought, oh well, maybe we would find another fabric and make another version of the same design. So we have Ashoke infused into it, and guys, it's selling. It's selling. So if you don't know how to use trend, just go on Pinterest or on Instagram or to your favorite ready-to-wear brand and see what is common about these brands, right? And that's how you know what's in trend. If you sign up for my sold out rack class, I teach you how to do this. I even show you how I come up with some of my designs, like step-by-step guide to how I come up with some of my designs. So if you sign up for that class, you'll have access, right? But here I'll just summary, work with wardrobe staples, which I'd already listed out earlier. Find a creative way to make yours unique and stand out, and work with trend. And you're likely, I know that some of you are so creative that in your dream, God used to tell you what to sew. It's not a bad thing. Oh. You can do it and check it out and see if people will buy. If they don't buy, my sister, that design that God has given to you, look for something in trend and add. I'm sure a number of you have noticed that accordion fabrics are in trend. Some people call it sunray fabrics, right? That's inspiration God gave you in your dream. Use sunray to sew it because it's in trend, and what's in trend is always in high demand. Is it a secret? Well, if it's a secret, then I've just shared with you a secret. What's in trend is always in high demand. So work with trend, infuse trend into your pieces, and you will likely sell your ready to wear. Presentation matters. Presentation matters. If you do not present that beautiful dress you had sewn, if you do not present it well, people will not buy. I remember the first time we launched Oluchi dress. For those of you who follow me, who have been following me for a while now, you would notice I work from home. And my home is just a small space, right? But the Oluchi dress has this whimsical, regal vibe. And my space was not enough for me to move to and fro and show you how graceful the garment is, right? But I was going to ignore it and still post the video, post the content, which I did. And people didn't really respond. But I know that Oluchi is a bestseller because I'd shared with you guys. Yeah, I've made a video here. I made a video sharing with you guys how I got to know Oluchi was a bestseller, even before it became a bestseller, because of the response of 2 clients to it before we displayed it, before we showed it, So I decided, you know what, let's go out. I went paid for location to shoot so that I can have enough space to go through and through and show you how graciously sophisticated Oluchi dress is. And the sales, the orders, was crazy. It was crazy. So the presentation of your clothes matters. You can make something very beautiful, but because you do not present it well, you'll be thinking, there's something wrong with you. Village people are after you because nobody's buying, right? So make sure your presentation is good on social media and you would sell, right? So I don't want to be here for too long. It's almost 20 minutes. So I'm going to treat one more frequently asked question that some of you have been sending to me. And that question is, when do I know I should hire staff? How do I know it's time to hire people to work with me? And the answer to that question is right from the very first day, right from the beginning of your business. You shouldn't have worked alone. But I know you didn't know because me too, I didn't know. You start off with that passion thing, that passion, drive. And then if you're a perfectionist, the way I'm a perfectionist, you never really believe that anybody can produce dresses as neatly as you would. You don't even think, you don't even know how to communicate the excellence you want in the garment to your staff. So you just think, no need. It's stressful. I've heard so many tailors say it. It's stressful to work with somebody else. I don't want their wahala. Let me work alone. You're limiting yourself. You're limiting how much profit and returns you can make in that business by deciding to work alone. The scripture I like to use to back this up is the scripture that says, if one can put 1,000 to flight, two will put 10,000 to flight. So you can't and you shouldn't work alone. So if there's any of you right now doing your fashion business working alone, you're wrong. You're wrong. Get people to work with you. If you're in Nigeria where labor is very affordable, if you're in the US, in the UK, oh well, I can understand that but if you're in Nigeria and other parts of West Africa where labor is quite affordable, why are you working alone? Get people on board to work with you. Run ads, find tailors, usually as the year is ending. Year ending and beginning of the year is when you easily find tailors. So this is the best time to start putting out notice for tailors. December, January is when a lot of tailors are leaving their previous place of work to find a new place of work, or people are making decision that finally they don't want to stay at home anymore, they want to get a job. So yeah, get tailors, put ads for tailors at this time. Okay, now I know your fears because so many people have communicated those fears with me. Hi Nania George. Nania, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you guys appreciate what I'm doing. Really, for a long time I thought not only me and my family they watch my YouTube videos. How much is okay to pay our tailors? I'm coming, Nania. I'll talk about that. I'm so glad that you're here. All right, so yeah, coming to how a number of you worry about how you're going to generate the funds to pay. Hi, good morning, Jesumi Sam. Good morning. So now no go church or you're back from church. All right, welcome to the live. I'm even winding down. I'm rounding up. I don't want the live to be too long. I don't want it to get beyond 30 minutes. Good morning and welcome. So a number of you worry about how you're going to get money to pay tailors, right? Let me tell you why you're even having that thought. It's because you've been working alone. You do everything alone, like I shared in that video that all of you like, where I am sewing a skirt and blouse on my own. So because of how thorough I am with my finishing, it might take me 2 days to finish that skirt and blouse on my own. Please tell me, am I going to be profitable? I won't be profitable. I can't be profitable, right? Because by the time you buy fuel, buy all your sewing consumables, and sit down to produce a skirt and blouse that if you're not careful, you're poorly priced. You're not going to make profit. So at the end of the month, you're looking at yourself and thinking your business is not succeeding or you're not successful in this thing because you are not seeing anything remaining at the end of the month. After paying your bills, nothing remains. So you start again. That's why some of you think you cannot hire a tailor. But the truth is, when you now bring another person on board, you now have an extra hand or two working with you, you're going to be a lot more profitable. I don't joke with scriptures though. I'm a Christian. If you're not a Christian here, well, but the Christians can relate to what I'm saying. If the Bible has already told you that one will put 1,000 to flight, but two will put 10,000 to flight, it means that when I bring an extra hand into my business, I'm supposed to do what? Times 10 of what I'm currently doing. So if my profit at the end of the day, at the end of the month is 10,000 working alone, if I bring an extra hand on board, a skilled hand on board, I'm supposed to be doing times 10 of 10,000, which is 100,000 in a month. That's an example. If you've been doing 100,000, bringing an extra hand on board means you're supposed to be doing times 10 of 100,000, which is 1 million naira in a month. And that way you can conveniently pay that staff or that tailor, right? So that's where the money comes from. So coming to Nania's question where she says, how much is okay to pay our tailors? It depends on the skill of your tailors. I always tell my tailors that I'm not afraid to pay them salary. If there's anyone that wants to earn 1 million naira salary, now that kind of tailor they even fine. If you think that you deserve to earn 1 million naira, now you are the fine, because it means that you have what it takes to make times 10 of 1 million. So it means you're going to be super skilled. It means that you're going to know more than me. I'm not going to be showing you or directing you or micromanaging you. It means that you already know what you are doing. You're just too much. So Paying tailors should not be a problem. It is how skilled and talented is that tailor? How skilled and talented is that person? That's the question you should be asking. If she is super talented, it means that he or she has what it takes to make a very sophisticated garment that you can sell for ₦1,000,000. One garment, ₦1,000,000. I hope you know that I'm not just calling numbers. So it's very possible. My friends are doing it. A lot of people I know are doing it. They are selling one garment, one bespoke dress for ₦1,000,000. And how many would that tailor produce in a month? It's very likely that the tailor will produce more than 10 bespoke dresses in a month, right? So that's 10 million naira. So why would you not be able to pay that tailor 1 million monthly? So the question shouldn't be how much do I pay my tailors, but it's rather how skilled are my tailors? How skilled are my tailors? That's the question. I personally pay on commission because I find that that's what's working for me, right? When the tailors come on board, I put them through a test, I let them know I pay on commission. In the past, I used to pay salary, and it wasn't motivating them enough to produce enough units, right? One tailor will own one garment forever, which is affecting my profits, right? So I stopped. To increase and enhance their productivity, I pay on commissions to encourage them to finish with a project as soon as possible so they can start another project, and that's way they earn more, right? So that has been working for me. So I pay on commission. Jojo, welcome. Jojo Dammap. Thanks for your advice. I always watch your videos, especially the ready to wear, because I'm launching my collection soon. Congratulations, Jojo. You've been very helpful. I'm so glad you find me helpful. What's your profit margin? I won't tell you. Jojo. I won't tell you my profit margin. I won't tell you. Lately, like I said, I've increased my prices because I am not working solely by cost of production, but by perceived value. It could cost me maybe just 8,000 naira to make an outfit. And when I look at it, and the dress is giving Princess Diana, the dress is giving Beyonce, I can sell that dress for as much as 80,000. So I don't work based on cost of production. I work based on perceived value. It could be a simple top that cost me less than 2,000 or 3,000 to produce. But when I look at it, and I imagine this, my target audience, putting it on and going to somewhere very fancy, I put a good price on it because, like I have said already in this life, my target audience do not perceive my clothes to be good enough if the price is not high. So I make sure the price is good enough so that when they buy, they know that yes, I did buy something. Right. Hi, Onyinye. I think I know Onyinye, except this is a different Onyinye. Hi, Onyinye. Good morning and happy Sunday. Chidera, we are back from church. Okay, Chidera, well done. Jojo, thank you for understanding why I will not share my profit margin. But I've told you so much. What I've already told you is too much information. There are so many people that would not say what I've just said. They want to give you the impression that they travel to Dubai or travel to Egypt to source for the fabric, and it's the best of the best of the finest of the finest, and you'll believe them because they want to sell it for ₦1,000,000 naira. I've told you so much already. Okay, so I have 2 more minutes before it gets to 30 minutes on this live. So I'll take one more question if there's anybody with a question. Okay, the new Onyinye. Okay, welcome Onyinye. Welcome to the family. Okay, Jasmine. Please, ma'am, how do we know our target audience? Jasmine, if you don't know your target audience, you won't be able to produce for them. So first, this is how you start off. You start off by building an avatar. If you're not already in business, because if you're in business, you already should know them, right? But if you're not already in business, you build an avatar. So an avatar is like you creating a character for your movie. So you can name the avatar Lucy. And then who is Lucy? This is how you define your target audience. Lucy is a 39-year-old lady who works in a bank. Where does Lucy go to? Lucy goes to work Mondays to Fridays. She works at the bank. Lucy goes to church on Sunday. On the weekends, Lucy takes her children out to the movies. She takes them out to birthday parties, Lucy is a married woman. Lucy is really focused on growing her career. She wants to get to the pinnacle or the top of her career, right? So Lucy is very intentional about how she looks to work and how she looks on the days she makes presentation at work. So with defining Lucy like this, you start to know that Lucy must wear nice work wears. So you go to work as a fashion brand to create very nice work wears for Lucy. You had said that Lucy is very focused on growing in her career. So on days she has presentations and days she's going for conferences and meetings, Lucy wants to look gang. Lucy wants it to be that when she climbs on that stage, everybody's like, who is this staff? Who is this lady? What branch is she coming from? Do you understand? So you want to make sure when you create workwears, in that collection, you add some gang workwears for Lucy that of course Lucy would buy at a premium price and wear for events or presentation or seminar days like that. Now Lucy takes her children out in the weekend. She takes them out for birthday parties, she takes them out to the movies, she takes them out on picnics. So you have to make clothes that Lucy can wear on those days as well. Those clothes are not workwears. They are more playful, more active, more fun, simpler, and good looking. Lucy goes to church because she said she's a Christian. So on Sunday, Lucy likes to look good as well. So you can make wears for Lucy that can double as workwear and church wear. If Lucy is very will I call it price conscious, or it wants dynamic wears, do you understand? She doesn't want her wardrobe full. She wants it to be that such, she wants it such that the clothes she wears to work can be worn to church as well, right? So you give Lucy some in-betweens like that. Also, if Lucy likes to hang out at night with her friends after work, maybe go to the bar, sip some wine before she goes home, right? Then you want to make some kind of workwears that Lucy can dress down, so that by the time she takes off her car, still goes. Do you understand? Right. So that's how you design a customer avatar, and it will guide you to create products for that customer. Now, when you start launching out these products you have made, and you start targeting all the Lucys out there in the world, right? You will start to get feedbacks, and they will start to adjust. They will start to give you information that would guide you to adjust the avatar. So maybe you now get to realize that, oh, there are some Lucys out there, but they are not quite 39-year-olds. Maybe they are also 25-year-olds and they don't have kids. So you've been making clothes to cover Christian mother arm for a 39-year-old who is very conscious of how thick her bicep is. But a 25-year-old is not that conscious. So she wants you to make some workwears for her that is sleeveless. She wants you to make some things for her that shows her cleavage, that shows, you know, her youthfulness and her sexiness, you know. So you start getting those kind of feedbacks and you start adjusting your avatar, which also would guide you to create designs to cater to those other kind of Lucys, right? So that's how you know your target customers. Feedback. I just told you guys, I've been sharing it recently. The feedback I'm currently getting with my target audience and people that are currently buying my clothes is that my price is too low. Now then they tell me the price is too low. So they buy an Oloship dress for 53,900 and they say it's too low. They might not say it directly the way I'm saying it, but they are giving me the hints, you know. They are giving me the hints. So it means that this Oloship dress could have gone for 200K and these same women will buy, right? So that's how you know your customer. So now that I've gotten that feedback, I've adjusted my knowledge of what I used to know my target audience or my target customers to be, you know. So now I have adjusted the prices. Now we are doing ×3, ×2.5 of our old prices. And let's see how they respond and buy. So we'll continue to check, we'll continue to monitor them and get to know more and more of what they expect from us, right? So that's how you know. Chidera, he said you even answered the margin question. I didn't answer you, Chidera. I didn't answer you. I didn't answer you. I just gave an example which might not even be a real or a true example. Oh, if we continue, this live will get to 1 hour. Okay, maybe I'll be fixing days for life because now I'm enjoying this. You know, initially I was nervous. For those of you who came on board when I started, I had actually scheduled this. And I didn't know that when you schedule lives, it still goes live. I thought it's going to be for the time I scheduled it at. That's when it will go live, you know. So I told myself, when I record, if I don't like what I'm saying and how it's going, I will delete it so people don't get to see it. Only for me to see numbers counting up here. You know, I'm like, hey, whoa, I'm actually live, and now I'm enjoying it. So maybe we'll have days where I'll be going live. So yeah, it's already 34 minutes. I have to leave now. Jojo, I've seen the Oluchi dress. It's actually worth over 200K. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you so much. Should I stay on more for another 10 minutes? Okay, you can ask one more question. One more question. Let's make this 40 minutes before I leave. It's getting interesting. Any more questions? If you don't have questions, then I'll leave. Abel John. Hi, Abel. Good morning. I want to start my brand in kids ready to wear. See, there's big money there. Oh. People don't know, but some people's eye have started opening. There's big money in kids wear. Oh. You can maximize your spend, you know. You can maximize your capital in that niche. There's so much money there. So it's a good one. It's a very good one. Start. For a long time, people have been doing kids wear in the special events niche. That's them ball gowns, them tail jackets and suits, which keeps a gap in the Afrocentric niche, in the playtime niche. So if you can cover those areas, you're going to make money. 1 yard, I have kids, right? My oldest daughter is going to be 6 very soon. And I used 2 yards of fabric to make clothes for she and her sister, and we still have leftovers, right? So I like kids where I'm almost tempted to start a line because you don't need so much to make money. Tell you the truth, one dress for a child is about the same price adults buy their clothes. Oh, you people already know. If you're a mom here, you know. If you want a very nice dress, you're spending about 15,000. I don't do kids, but especially when you come for a ball gown. Ball gowns, I do ball gowns for like 25,000, bespoke tailored, 25 to 30,000. And that's about the same price people spend as adults to make their clothes, right? So there's money in kids wear. Congratulations, Abel. Onyinye, I have many questions, but I don't know how to start. Onyinye, come and sign up for mentorship. I'll answer all of them. Jojo, yes, 10 more minutes, okay? You're really a great person. I bless the day I met you. More grace to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. How many pieces do I launch a collection with? Or is it made when ordered? Okay, Jojo, it depends on your budget. It depends on your budget, right? So for me, there's no hard and fast rule to starting this ready-to-wear business, right? Now, people do overthink them. If you overthink it, you start to set high standards, comparing yourself with brands that are launching out with hundreds of millions of naira or even dollars, right? So start with how much you have. You can launch out with 3 pieces. You can launch out with 5 pieces. You can launch out with 10. I would say the least you should launch out with is 3. I'm saying so because from my past experience, when I started launching ready to wear, like I said, for those of you who know, I started out my ready to wear business catering to my bespoke clients, right? I wasn't quite reaching out looking for new clients because I was producing ready to wear as a wholesaler, stocking stores, so I wasn't really looking to retail ready to wear to complete strangers, right? And what I used to do was every week I would launch one design. Every week I would launch one new design, right? So I started posting on Instagram, right? Especially that time where Instagram Reels just started and Instagram was really pushing out Reels. So without running ads, I would attract 1 or 2 clients. And when they come, they are ready to buy. But the problem is they don't want to buy one. They're like, you have only one? And I'll be like, oh, yes. I start feeling stupid. And they say, oh, no. So I'm only going to buy one dress and pay for way bill or pay for shipping. It wasn't making sense. So I wasn't selling because I had only one design, right? That's why I'll say don't start with one. But for real, if you can, because while I was launching one design every week, my bespoke clients were buying. Right, it's only clients who were trying to buy on social media who I have to do way bill or shipping to that didn't want to buy just one dress and pay for shipping, right? So it depends on your budget. You can start with 3, you can start with, and then there was a follow-up question. Let me see. You said, is it made when ordered? It depends on your business model. For those who do not have enough budget, I always advise you make when ordered. If you don't have enough money, capital for your ready-to-wear business, or if you're unsure about how your audience will respond to a design, make when ordered. Then when you begin to see how the orders are flowing in, you can then go on to produce and keep. Okay. Also, if you know your target audience, you would know the size range you're going to be producing for, right? I personally do not produce anything less than 12. I don't produce to keep anything less than size 12. I make size 12 to size 20. Okay, then in rare occasions that I would have orders for a size 10, then I now go on to produce those size 10 for them. Right, so how many pieces do I launch? Okay, I've answered and goes hard. Tonye, thank you so much for doing this video. You're welcome, Tonye. I'm glad to have you here. Onyeye, maybe when next you're going live, I will write out my questions. Okay, that's good. I would post it in the community so you know when I'm going live. Casey, how do I get idea inspiration for my ready-to-wear business? I'm too creative. Okay, I have a class for you, Casey. That class is called the Sold Out Rack class. Sign up for that class. I would leave the link somewhere. I always do in all my videos. If you check the description box, I leave the link to all my classes and my mentorship and everything. You know, so go and click on it and sign up for that class. Jojo, I'm also concerned about the heights, because the horizontal measurement can be for size 10, but the clients are varying height. Yes, you ask the height. Okay, always ask the height. Right now, what I do is I have a certain length. I do produce my ready-to-wear pants in. I produce in size in length 47 inches, high-waisted pants, full length 47 inches. Okay, because it's on very rare occasions that I find people that are taller than that. So when I get order and I ask you what's your if you know your pant length and you communicate with me, then I adjust the pant length to your length before we send it to you, right? But if you don't even know, because so many people don't know their measurement, they don't know their statistics, and that's why they already have the mindset of amending your clothes when you send it to them. Okay, so if you don't know your full pant length, I will send it to you like that, 47 inches. And if it's longer than you will do the adjusting yourself. Okay, but I always ask, and if they know, they tell me, I adjust it for them before I send out their orders. Abel, thanks so much. I'll definitely sign up for mentorship. Awesome. Onyeye, how do I join? How do you join what? How do you join my mentorship? Please go to the link I have posted in the description box of all my videos. I hope you know where the description box is, right? If you're using an iPhone, I think it's below the video where you see more. So if you click on more, it takes you to the description box, and then you would see the link to all my products and mentorship. Nanya, if you're to advise someone on starting a kids brand, will you advise the person to do ball gown or play simple comfy dresses? There's market for all. There's market for all. In fact, you can have 2 brands. I hope you know that. There are so many of your favorites who have 2 brands, but you will never know that they are the owners of the other brand, right? Because they are trying to cater to different markets and different niches, right? So because they have already showed their face on this one, they don't want you to know they own the other one. You can have 2 and do the 2, right? I see a lot more ball gown brands than I see the play wears or the play dresses, right? So maybe you can start with the play dresses, see how market goes, and make your adjustments as you go. Or you start 2 different brands, one for special events and the other brand for playtime. Okay, Casey, thank you for this. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Jessamine, please, ma'am, do you advise me to make fitted wears or loose wears? Okay, if you have signed up for my mentorship program, I put you through a process where you discover your strength, right? And I always advise that you narrow down on your strength. No matter how simple you think the area of your strength is, just stay there. You can make millions, tons of millions within that strength. I always tell people that if I didn't know how to do anything else in this fashion business and all I know how to do is make an handkerchief, I'll still sell my handkerchief and make profits in millions. That's the truth, because it's my strength, right? So if making fitted garments is your strength, go ahead. If making loose garments is your strength, go ahead. There's market for the 2. So I can't tell you which one to do and which one not to do. But it depends on your strategy, right? There are people who have different strategies and reasons why they make certain kind of garments, right? You can then let me not say more. Sign up for my mentorship. I'll tell you a lot more. At least let me reserve some things now so that those who signed up for my mentorship will not be feeling like, why did we pay if we can go on her live and she's saying everything, you know? Right. So let me stop there. Casey, how do I push a ready-to-wear business on a new Instagram page? Run ads. Run ads. Make sure that your post, your content on your feed looks good, looks appealing to your target audience, right? And then run ads and they will find that page. If you don't have budget for ads, let me say this so it won't sound like I'm all about ads, right? If you don't have budget for ads and you have enough time, just sit down and be making content. Make very engaging content. Post about 2 reels in a day. You know, the Instagram algorithm will do the rest of the work for you and get eyeballs to notice you. And then you would have following and then buyers. Jojo, my brain is packing. I feel I'm in a master class. Can you imagine? That's why I say I'm not saying too much again. Come and sign up for mentorship. I deeply appreciate how you share your knowledge with us. You're welcome, Jojo. Okay, Naya, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, thank you so much, everyone. I have to end this live now. And if you're going to be seeing this video after the live is over, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always going to leave my WhatsApp link in the description box. And if you want any of my products or my services, I'll also leave the link also in the description box. Have a fabulous day and God bless you. Bye-bye.